Logistical strike. Attack enemy logistics capabilities such as trains and trucks. Is it any good? Today we're going to find out. The answer is yes. World War II will end 5 years earlier. No joke. The United Kingdom. And we're going to test out our air capabilities for sure. Limited rearmament, get those civvies. And how many civvies? All of the civvies. There we go. Don't need to worry about my production queue for a billion years now. So what planes can do logistical strikes? It is simply CAS and tactical bombers. Tactical bombers are more expensive, have better stats, but CAS, they have more speed and more agility, so they can actually take on fire planes. Logistics, baby. Production, that's right. It's a close air support game, and close air support is what we're going to make lots of. Navy, of course, we don't care about it, because who cares about Navy, right? And as always, defensive garrison order. I forget what it's even called anymore, and just splash it everywhere. This is a good way of spreading out supply and never having to worry about being over your supply limits. Navy, merge it up, and Air Force, yeah. Air Force, yeah, whatever. And, head home. All right, let's make big fat stacks of planes, as big as they can go, and then we'll just indefinitely exercise to try and get as much air experience as possible. Is air stacking worth it? Is it worth the XP gain? Is it worth the sacrifice of planes? We're gonna find out. Steady as she goes is next. I always forget to do this, but if you're a democracy, go for local autonomy. Just always do it. Don't even question it. Just go for it. It's the best law in the game. The best. And of course, make everything a colonial militia. Why not? Done. So taking advantage of the new officer corps mechanics, we're going to try and stack as much air experience as possible. But to stack air experience, you kind of need air experience to begin with. Hence the reason why we're exercising as planes. It will all make sense very shortly. Silent boyo is loud boyo. Gains your PP. Gain politics solo. You get the idea. You've played this game before. You hire this guy and you gain more political power, okay? The earlier you hire it, the more you gain. So win, winner, chicken dinner. All right, we're going to go for global defense. This allows you to go for church a lot earlier. This is not the historical option. This is the option where you basically say to Germany, no further appeasement, no more. And Churchill stamps his foot. We will accept appeasement, but this allows us to industrialize a lot quicker. Oh, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You know what I fancy? I fancy a little bit of India. Just a little bit. And India has like 400 autonomy. So how would you like some convoys that we're making a lot of at the minute? 500, would you say? Yep, once. Off you go. India becomes a puppet. Oh, right. I didn't realize it was 2 levels up. Okay. You know what? Can we just continuously keep feeding you convoys like forever? Send you... In fact, have 100% of my production of convoys. And we'll slowly reduce their autonomy. And the lower level of puppet they get, the more we can tap into those lovely resources, manpower, factories, all the goodies. Reinforce the empire. Prosperity, stability. Keep the empire intact. But not Spain, no. Do the opposite of Spain. Shatter the Spain. Because I want to send my economy into overdrive, I'm going to go for free trade. Not only do you get on the bonuses, but I'll top that off, you also get more of your resources to market, which potentially gives you more civilian factories, because look at all these extra civilian factories. Oh, where are they? Canada, gain rubber, and that's it. Well, thank you, one Canadian fan. I appreciate that. All right, we'll exercise our boyos to level 3 too. We just need a little bit of combat XP. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just allow us to add on a bit of artillery, that'll be fine. Nice way of getting XP is if you go for the Empire bonuses. Services overseas, give us some air experience. We need it. Latvia's declared war on itself. Communism on the rise. I have got it on historical. I guess that's the new historical, I guess. Encourage the colonial elite. Extra research. Yes. 5% world tension. Time for the shadow scheme. Get all the factory bonuses. Here we go. And also, 50 air experience. Dead on. And we can go for independent air force, which reduces the cost of advisors for the air force by 75%. Which allows us to hire the air reformer, which gives us a juicy bonus to how much air XP we get per day. Then we can also go for the bomber interception and also the air superiority, as well as the naval strike, which all give ticking air experience due to the new officer corps system. Be aware though, you need some command power, which at the moment we're struggling with. For a little bit of excavation, maximize our resources. Hopefully that can jumpstart our economy. When someone trades with us, and we have got Mr. Chamberlain. Industry? Oh, not now, but we have a better man for the job. A notion of no confidence. No confidence.
That is the result of His Majesty's government.
Seen as industry is a big thing at the minute. Let's double down on that. Mr. Churchill. And now we have proper economy. So this allows us to go into partial mobilization a lot earlier. My advice though is always go for early mob as early as possible, because there's going to be a year when you're going to be on civilian economy. Civilian economy is sucks. So don't do that. Ah, time for rearmament. What kind of a rearmament? What, general rearmament? You know, generally? Just rearming generally? Yeah? No? Did you get it? No. France invite us to the non-intervention committee. What? Is this specific because I've gone for Churchill? Never seen this before. Okay, so the beauty of some of these technologies here, like air defense and radar and all of these one down here too, is they give us nice, big, juicy hits of air experience. So gobble them up. Make a new division, make it a 10 width with support artillery, and there we go. And convert it over and exercise to level 3. Excellent. And I guess we can probably make as many as we can make. Good. Once again, the most historical game. And Estonia has joined the Axis. Interesting. Time for heavy industry. That's right. So 938, just move your industry from civs to mills. Trust me, you'll have so many mills you won't know what to do with. Refugees are welcome. Boom. Give me research reduction and also working condition to keep that stability nice and high. Construction, make it 2. And also coastal command. Close air support models, research bonus. Yes. You see where this is going, right? CAS. This is a Typhoon and Hawker aircraft. Yes. CAS. All right, divide up the boyos. Add a field marshal and defensive boyos. All right, let's make this CAS a little bit better. Engine power. This will improve their effectiveness in dogfighting. Essential because we don't have any fighters. The mills have started and 24 mills, 26 mills on civies. Go. Typhoon is complete. Time for more CAS. In fact, yeah, engine time as well. In all honesty, it's probably best to save that air XP for the Typhoon. Whoops. CAS 3. Soft attack for the ground troops. Radar. More building slots, right? I mean, the UK, you run out of those quick. And, of course, Russian construction. All right, Italy's on the Axis. We've got a few divisions we sent to Africa. Off you go. And just stick those boyos right about there. Supply problems in Africa. Sounds about right. Let's drop her down a naval base for some more supply. Ah, problems in the Balkans. They've all flipped to communist. Historical game. That fixed it. Lower the autonomy of the Raj. An integrated puppet. That gains us 20 factories. Oh, wow, that was so worth. And unfortunately, we have to deal with an issue with Poland. Oh, dear. Would you like to join the Allies? Maybe Poland? Maybe? All right, let's start part of the plan. So first thing we need to do, theorist, air warfare theorist. Easy. Now we've got air experience, a lot of it. We can hop into the officer corps once again, go air doctrine, and we need to get combat unit destruction, 20% agility for close air support. Boom, boom, boom. And we're only 3 away. That's good. These boyos, CAS, a D on them, a few times for 200 air wing size. Pop them here. Logistical. Strike. And we've got a bunch of other planes here. We can pop these on, let's say, interception, naval strike. Just something for them to do. Or air crews. That's good. Always one of those moments of like, oh, wow, I could have done this differently. That's right. So when you've hired the entirety of your Air Force Command advisors, you can hop off independent Air Force and hop onto effective training groups, which give 25% extra air wing training exercise. Will that equate to much air XP? Maybe 50, 100 more? Maybe. I don't know. You have to play with that. Nothing beats a good education, right? The Shadow Scheme has taken active, and we have now lots and lots of military factories. And we also have the boyos in the lowlands. Will they join the war? Maybe, maybe not, possibly. I don't know, we'll see. For the time being, pop you guys here. Poland would like to join the Allies. Here we go. You probably noticed I've been saving a lot of political power, and you're probably thinking, why do you do that? Well, when you go to war as a democratic nation, you have the option to go through all these. So war support, max it out. Consumer goods, industry. Seeing as we've gone ahistorical, we might as well invite Portugal into the alliance. Why not? Do a speech for some extra PP and war support. Why not? 4,000 cash. You thought that was a lot, right? Nah, we're still gonna have reserves. So in this case, make an 800. This is the most efficient way of doing this. Put on low priority, so all reinforcements goes to the ones that are in active combat. When they get deployed, 100%. Split them down to 200s. Exercise them level 3, and then when they get to level 3, you can put them into battle. Nice. And also, don't forget total mob and women in the workforce. There it is. Boom. Maximize that economy. All right, here we go, laddos. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab, well, not Belgium. Oh, there we go. Belgium's joined. All right, first thing we're going to do, boyos, is make a front line with you guys. Just with the field marshals and send them in immediately. Defend just Belgium? No, we're going to defend the Dutch as well. That's right. We're going to do what the Allies did not do. And here's the point where we all came for, right? This is why you joined. This is why you're here. You want to know the logistical power of CAS, right? So as you can see right here, it's a little bit mixed. We're losing a little bit for the most part because fighters can dogfight way better than CAS. Surprise, surprise. We'll join all the boils into the war. Everyone can join the war. And then we can show off the power. So every time one of these, it means we've hit one of their trucks. we'll hit one of their trains. In this case, I think we more than likely hit a railroad in one of these ones here. It's a bit of a slow grind to begin with because you do hit quite a few, but it is quite effective over the long run. You will see. So first, initially, they push in and they're doing really quite well. But what you'll notice is they'll slowly grind and lose more and more trains, lose more and more railway connections, and it'll become more and more difficult for them to push. You will see. Don't forget to work on your spies too, because spies deny planning bonus, and Germany's going to have a lot of planning bonus, so elusive gentleman for the win. And here we go. Here comes the ace spam. War support? I don't mind if I do. There always reaches a certain point where they can't push anymore. I think what's happening is because they push so deep into this territory, which I am effectively bombing, their effectiveness of pushing deeper becomes more and more limited. Some of their bigger divisions, particularly the motorized and armored divisions, well, they suck in this scenario because they're suffering from like an 80-90% reduction in the amount of combat capabilities due to lack of supplies. So at this point, you've got to ask yourself the question, who is trading with you? In this case, France is pulling a decent amount of oil from us and a tiny little bit of rubber. Canada's trading with us. It's just not worth it staying on free trade. So export focus for the win. Now you can balance out your economy just a tiny little bit. But don't forget to keep on top of your production, otherwise it will hurt in the long run. Formation fighting, hunt and destroy. And last but definitely not least, combat unit destruction. We're so close. We're getting so much XP from this one region. We're losing a lot of cash, but don't forget we've got the production for this because 95% of our production is going in straight back into cast, so keep going. So you're probably wondering like how effective it is to do this kind of strategy, and you can kind of look really closely. If you see these little jerry cans, the red ones, and all of these German divisions, particularly the ones in the center, well, these ones are being denied supplies, so their combat effectiveness is severely reduced. In this case, 30% reduction in attack, 46% reduction in breakthrough. That breakthrough penalty is so big because that's what determines your ability to, well, break through. Meanwhile, oh yeah, aces. And there we go. Combat unit destruction. Some of these are pretty good too. This one's good, and also ground support's good. The rest of them, not so good. But for the most part now, the agility that one of our casts has got now is on par with a fighter one. So in this case, as you can see, the numbers are very comparable now. 4 to 10, 8 to 5, 6 to 6, 8 to 6. You get the idea. And they have finally stopped. February 1940, the German attack. Well, in the West, it slowed down. Sorry about that, Denmark. Whoops. Popular question people ask me is like, why are you making civilian factories late game? Well, what's happening right now is I'm trading away my civs to get resources for production. So what I'm finding is that I'm lacking civilian factories as a raw industry. And eventually, I don't want to get down to like 15 civilian factories producing whatever I need. Because what if I, in emergency, need some railroads, for instance, or repair capabilities? In that case, I want to keep a balance between civilian and military factories just based upon how much I'm importing and exporting. And people are going to ask me, what's the sweet spot? You'll find it when you play the game enough. Come back to me in 10,000 hours. Alrighty then. Africa. Can we break it? Yes, we can. Can we break Enigma? Yes, we can. Well, capturing Tobruk. The other way is a lot easier. Everyone likes to know my late game, mid game tech. So in this case, working on soft attack for our infantry 10 wits. More building slots, because you're the UK. Cast 3, why not have it ahead of time? Because I'm focused on it, why not? And rushing artillery because of our ground attack. And research because I'm stacking it, why not? Oh, and war bonds. Who doesn't love war bonds, right? Once again, African supply problems. How do you fix that? Yeah, you build ports. I swear I'm going to do this so much, you guys are going to copy, and it'll get nerfed. Feedback, famous last words. Italians in Africa? Well, not anymore. Oh, wait, oops. So me inviting Portugal has caused Spain to join the Axis. The domino of alliances. So, decisions. There's a lot of them, and you scroll, you scroll, and you scroll, and you scroll. Oof, we made it, boys. Here we are. So governments in exile and exiled forces. You look right here. Joint Polish-British training exercises. It costs 25 command power, which in most cases at war is free, and it gives a crap ton of experience just for free. Click it. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Enjoy your XP and then make a better fire. But we're not going to do that now because we're waiting for this research. When we get our Tempest, we'll just fully kit it out with all the upgrades. Why not? Meanwhile, in the lowlands, air dominance and lots and lots and lots of logistical strikes. How many, you ask? That's a good question. 176 trains lost in the last 12 months and almost 2,000 trucks lost in the last 12 months. Oh, and 247 railway guns lost? Is that railway strikes or actual guns? I don't know, but regardless, that's a high number. Another episode of weird things happening. We have a United Baltic Republic bombed by Riga. Also a puppet of the Soviet Union. It's getting to the point where I feel like the logistical strikes in denying offensives is actually more powerful than close air support. Too strong. Also forgot about radar as well. Max it out. We've got max air XP, so what I'm gonna do is spend a little bit on my air national spirits. So there's so many opportunities to stack inside of the officer corps. So technically you go for the air theorist, you go for air crew surveys, and then you get the doctrines. That saves you so much air XP. Oh, well, the more you know, eh? For now, we'll go for aircraft research, 15%, and air support mission efficiency, 25%. And also centralized control, which is fire detection, which is okay, but air mission efficiency is 10%, which I believe is the same thing you get from our air crews. Yes, it is. It's efficiency. There you go, for the win. Destroyers for bases. America, does it look like I'm losing? I don't need your help. Aha! The Hawker Tempest. State of the art. Power. Engine for dogfighting ability. We've got range for, well, bombing trains deeper into Germany. Wink, wink. And I think that will do for now. America, a little hand. No, seriously, America, help us out. Nope, we drawn into a war. Well, duh. That's the idea. Offensive denied. And France pushing into Spain. Amazing. And another front in the south. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yes, we have no bananas. Okay, finish off Africa, and then we can take care of Europe. Oh, dear. What did I do? Whoops. There's me attacking Africa, but then there's also building railways and supply depots. God, aren't I a good guy, right? Building the third world. North Africa, logistical, and port strike. Go here, do the dirty. Wow, this is really working. So the new meta is not to fight their armies. It's just to attack their supply. Noted. It is time for the BL 9.2 inch.
I fucked that. Bro, damn.
Christ, what an awful name. How does Britain do that? How do they name all their planes so cool and then name their big ass railway gun something just a bunch of numbers? Disappoint. Much disappoint. There you go. 5 making those in sync. And good old Turkey, eh? The Chromium Master. Soviet Union declaring war on France. I'm not sure why. The stalemate has to end. And I really am getting tired of Algeria and Tunisia. So deploy the Air Force. Off you go. It's a big boy. Armored railway gun. Off you go. Well, that works. So on the offensive, close air support is the mission. On the defensive, logistical strike is the way forward. Lessons we have learned today. United States would like to join the war. Better late than never, right? Help us! Africa first, Spain second, and yeah, assisted by lots and lots of shore bombardment. Oh wait, I guess it's not shore bombardment. I guess it's land bombardment. The railway guns. Pew, pew, pew. Need more air support. Go, 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 go. Push. Go, lads. Go, go, go. If there's one thing we found out is that you can't really do this with purely just CAS alone. France, unfortunately, and USA, you're useless, okay? You're useless. I'm saying it. How many aces? A few. 1 or 2, you know. Not too many. Okay, a little bit too many. Okay, I'm getting bored of the pop-ups now. You may go. In fact, actually, everyone goes. Got him. Iberia. Done. Next. Italy next. That's a rip. And Italy's gone. Hey, who's next? Is it Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, or is it Germany? It's pretty much Germany. It's Germany. And GG.
New op pack in the air, this gas or what? He'll still be alive right now if you ain't gas him up.
Pink! It's my new obsession. Whoa, what's this? Another opportunity to turn more land pink? I think I'll take that. Moscow, Moscow. Please end this live stream nightmare. Please end this supply issue nightmare. The game has gone from conquest, strategy, tactics, making the ideal army composition to just building roads, building railways. I don't feel like a general anymore, guys. I just feel like a guy who builds railroads. Meanwhile, Japan done really well, and then China turned it around. Good on them. And me, just a slog through the Soviet Union and the glorious Pink Empire, the greatest timeline. I'm done now.